you'll want to quit, you'll want to go home. The more people tell you it's not possible, that it can't be done, the more you should be absolutely determined to prove them wrong. Treat the word impossible as nothing more than motivation. Relish the opportunity to be an outsider. Embrace that label. Being an outsider is fine. Embrace the label. Because it's the outsiders who change the world and who make a real and lasting difference. The more that a broken system tells you that you're wrong, the more certain you should be that you must keep pushing ahead. You must keep pushing forward.
If, by Rudyard Kipling. If you can keep your head when all about you are losing theirs and blaming it on you, if you can trust yourself when all men doubt you, but make allowance for their doubting too, if you can wait and not be tired by waiting, or being lied about, don't deal in lies, or being hated, don't give way to hating, and yet don't look too good, nor talk too wise. If you can dream and not make dreams your master, if you can think and not make thoughts your aim, if you can meet with triumph and disaster and treat those two impostors just the same, if you can bear to hear the truth you've spoken, twisted by knaves to make a trap for fools, or watch the things you gave your life to broken, and stoop and build them up with worn-out tools, if you can make one heap of all your winnings and risk it on one turn of pitch and toss, and lose and start again at your beginnings and never breathe a word about your loss, if you can force your heart and nerve and sinew to serve your turn long after they are gone, and so hold on when there is nothing in you except the will which says to them, hold on, if you can talk with crowds and keep your virtue, or walk with kings, nor lose the common touch, if neither foes nor loving friends can hurt you, if all men count with you, but are none too much, if you can fill the unforgiving minute with 60 seconds worth of distance run, yours is the earth and everything that's in it, and, which is more, you'll be a man, my son.
All right, guys. This is going to be different, a little bit of a different stream. I don't have my webcam with me, but I figured let's try it out. If you guys follow me on Spotify, you know I have a new podcast, the Dark MAGA podcast. It's audio only. It's just for Spotify podcast, Apple podcast. It's just something I've been doing when I'm on the go, if I'm at a sibling's house or if I'm traveling, or if I just simply just don't have access to my studio room. I could be on my tablet, my phone, my laptop, which I'm on now. I can record at any time. So it's something that it's a way to get more content out there. So if I'm just on the go, whatever I'm doing, I could talk to you guys, get something out there. So I'm kind of testing it out tonight. I've never done it live. I never done the Dark MAGA podcast live. Welcome everybody. Scarlet, Honeybees, what's up, guys? What's going on? But yeah, we're going to cover a few things today. We're not going to go too long tonight. It's a little bit of a different stream. I may try and switch to my studio later, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, we got a couple of things to talk about tonight with the RFK Jr. joining Donald Trump. It's pretty epic. There's a lot of it's pretty wild. I got a lot to say about it. We have something from Tim Walls. I just saw it pop up when I went live. If you're wondering why does the right always talk about the? Thank you, Scarlett, for posting that. Appreciate it. I do react to Trump content. I react to a lot of things. We have a Cav Reacts channel where I do music videos, all kinds of stuff. But yeah, thank you, Scarlett, for posting that. We are, like I said, I'll try to move to my studio at some point. But for now, I'm just on my laptop, so I don't have a webcam and all that crap. But we'll try to work that in. Yeah, this is why I wasn't expecting to watch this or cover this right now, but I just saw this when I went live. You're a musician. Hell yeah. All right, brother. But yeah, if you're wondering why the right always says, hey, um, it's either Trump or full blown communism. That's what we're talking about. Here's the VP pick for Harris.
I think we need to push back on this. There's no guarantee to free speech on misinformation or hate speech, and especially around our democracy. I think we need to push back on this. There's no guarantee to free speech on misinformation or
There's no guarantee to free speech. There's no guarantee to free speech. Any candidate anywhere saying that should give you chills in a bad way. No guarantee to free speech. That kind of goes with what Biden you might as well just say Biden at this point. What Biden was saying with there's no what the hell did that old fart say? There's no no amendment is absolute. No amendment is absolute. That is wild. That's scary. Play that one more time just for anyone just joining. This is the VP pick, Tim Walz.
Or hate speech, and especially around our democracy.
Dude.
I think we need to push back on this. There's no guarantee to free speech on misinformation or hate speech, and especially around our.
There's no guarantee of free speech. This is where a huge difference comes into play with the left and right. There's a law. You cannot incite violence. I cannot say I want people to go kill so-and-so. I cannot do that. It is against the law. But if I say I think that the sky is red, you can say that's inaccurate. That's misinformation, but it's not illegal. I'm allowed to say it. And once you start nitpicking at, they say like, oh, well, misinformation is dangerous, especially when it comes into the transgender stuff. That's when we start going full-blown communism. And this should scare you. This is what I talk about with people who are like, oh, I'm unsure about Trump. I don't know about Trump. He is the only opposition to this. That's it. You say, well, he's not perfect. Well, first of all, no human being in existence is perfect. But Trump is it. He is the only opposition to full-blown communism. You can say you wish there was somebody else. You wish there was somebody better. Maybe that's valid. But it's irrelevant. Trump is the only opposition. And people keep telling me my chat on X is verified only. I did not do that, so I don't know why it's on verified only. Because they're saying, "Oh, I can't chat on X." I'm going to be 100. I don't know how to switch that, so I apologize for that. I'll try to figure that out. I don't know why that's on verified only. I mean, maybe that's for the best. I don't know. Trump is the best one. They tried to shoot the man. They're trying to jail him. Tried to kill him. If you weren't sure about Trump then I don't know how you're not sure about him now. Like, do we all forget that they tried to murder Donald Trump? Tried to kill him. They want you to. They want to try to memory hole that, and that's one of the main reasons they dropped out. Or excuse me, they had Biden drop out. It's because they need to take the news cycle back. What is bigger than a presidential assassination? How about the current president dropping out? Even though he just said, "Let me be clear, I'm not dropping out." He said that. Was it July 9th? July 10th? I had the tweet somewhere. He said he's not dropping out, but then he did. Pelosi, yeah, I got to give a little credit to the left wing news. They have been pushing Pelosi, saying, "Did you force Biden out?" They're asking her straight up, and she said, "I had to do what I had to do." She's never denied it. She said she had to do what she had to do. Like, why aren't Democrats pissed about that? They stole your vote. Dude, they jumped in and took your vote away. And Biden's like, "Oh, I was always going to pass the torch." If you were always going to pass the torch, why didn't you do it before the primaries so everybody could have a say? Why did you do it in the middle of the election when you took that away from the primary voters? They took their vote away. It was like Kamala Harris when she was at the DNC. Kamala Harris said, "I accept your nomination." I'm like, they didn't nominate you. That's not my opinion. That's a fact. they literally did not nominate you. What are you accepting right now? I accept your nomination. That was brutal. For anybody who's wondering, our YouTube shut down, but we did react to the Kamala Harris speech. If you guys want to see that, it's only on Rumble. I apologize for that. We were down on YouTube that night. If you want to see it, I don't know. I mean, I like you guys watching my streams, but that's a tough one to get through. I had a really tough time watching that, but it's on there. So all I would recommend is check us out on Rumble, because YouTube has failed us. So we were not that live stream is completely gone from YouTube. But we do appreciate everybody watching on Rumble. If you guys want to help us out a little bit, like, subscribe, share, comment, goes a long way. I appreciate it. I'm at Patriotic_Cav. I mean, you can probably see it on the screen right now, I guess, in the little corner of the X. Harris wasn't nominated. She was installed. Absolutely. She's a drunk. The rumors are coming out that she's a big time alcoholic. Big time alcoholic. It isn't about passing the torch. The voters make that decision, not them. Yeah, you're right. You're right, honeybees. But this is huge. We're going to get to the RFK thing in a second. Do I have it here? Because we should probably watch that before I comment further. Let me see if I can bring it up real quick. Again, this is the Dark and MAGA podcast. We're on Spotify. We're on Apple Podcasts. If you guys want to check us out. This is my kind of audio only podcast I do. I just decided to go live with it, which I normally don't. Like I said, I'm on my laptop right now. I'll see if I can get my webcam later. I'm literally laying down right now, so I don't feel like it. I'll see if I get up later. We'll see. I'm a night out on Saturdays. On Saturdays, it'll be like 3 or 4 a.m. before I actually go to bed. So I'm like, if I'm going to be up this late, as I am mostly every single Saturday, let me just go live, chat a little bit. Watch this intro, and then we'll comment a little bit further on the whole RFK and Trump thing, because this is wild. And this is, when I watched this, I felt so proud to be an American. Like, this is so epic. The unity around it. To my knowledge, this is the first time ever a Democrat endorsed a Republican candidate after dropping out during the race. Oh, you're right, honeybees, no doubt. Oh, resting is good. Resting is good. But when you work 6 days a week like me, I get Saturday nights, and that is literally it. I try to push it a little late. I don't think I've ever gone to bed before like 2 a.m. on a Saturday. That's just what I do. But yeah, we'll go with this real quick.
But he's highly respected. He is a great person. I've known him for so long. For the past 16 months, Robert F. Kennedy Jr.
Epic. Now, real quick, YouTube might take me down because of the song, because the Foo Fighters are losing their ever-loving crap over it, and they're trying to strike it. Apparently, Team Trump bought the rights, which really isn't hard to do. I think you pay like a $200 fee or something like that, and then you can use their song How You Wish. But we'll see. I'll turn it down just a pinch. I legit don't know how to change it, Chris Lucas, on that. If you guys let me know, I'll change it. I don't know how to do it.
And he deserves it. He deserves it. For the past 16 months, Bobby has run an extraordinary campaign for President of the United States. I know, because he also went after me a couple of times. I didn't like it. And I mean this sincerely. Had he been allowed to enter the Democrat primary, he would have easily beaten Joe Biden, but they wouldn't let him in. They put up rules. I've never seen rules like he had to have 65% of the vote in order to run, little things like that.
They rigged it. They rigged it.
His candidacy has inspired millions and millions of Americans, raised critical issues that have...
And one thing, like, I'm sorry to stop it, but we'll go through it, but you got to give credit to RFK. They rigged... The Democrats' primary is the most rigged thing on the planet. Bernie Sanders, they screwed him out of an election. The difference is Bernie Sanders kissed the ring immediately. He did not fight it. He was supposed to be the outsider candidate. I have a buddy of mine who kind of viewed Bernie Sanders almost like how we view Trump. He's the outsider. He's not liked. The main party didn't want him. They both had that in common. But eventually Bernie Sanders rolled over, kissed the ring. RFK did not. And you got to respect that.
Been too long ignored in this country, and brought together people from across the political spectrum in a positive campaign grounded in the American values of his father, Robert Kennedy, a great man, and his uncle, President John F. Kennedy. And I know that they are looking down right now, and they are very, very proud of
his uncle
Bobby.
got assassinated, and the person
Bobby.
he endorsed almost got assassinated.
And I don't think I've ever introduced anyone that got applause like he just got. I must tell you, I don't think that's true. I don't think I've ever introduced anybody that got applause like that. Amazing. It's true.
Bobby. Look at that! Look at that freaking stadium, dude. That's massive. That's huge. He's a Kennedy. They don't kiss rings. That's why I get assassinated so much. Yeah, that's. Yeah. What did JFK say? That he wants to turn the CIA. He wants to splinter them. What did he say? Turn them into 1,000 splinters. I forget the exact quote. I'm like, bro, you put a target on your head, literally, as soon as you said that. You wanted to rip apart the CIA. RFK's family turned their backs on him. Oh, yeah, disgusting. I saw it. Horrible. Yeah, it's got to hurt. You got to think of your family. Really think of your mom, think of your dad, your sister, your brother, if you have siblings. Think of them just saying, like, they don't want you. They disown you. They think you're worthless. Like, that's got to hurt a little bit. That's got to sting a little bit. And he's still sticking with it. He's still sticking to his guns. He's sticking with Trump. You got to give him credit on that. That would devastate me if my siblings said that about me. I really want to know how to react, to be honest. Like that's gotta hurt. But yeah, that was one of the most epic entrances ever. And the stadium was probably the biggest crowd indoors. I still think Trump's 2020 Butler, PA outside rally was the biggest, from what I heard. But indoors, that was massive. But that's huge. Oh, we have oh. Didn't mean to hit play on that just yet. Why is that playing again?
For the past 16 months, Robert F. Kennedy Jr.
Why is that playing? Pause. All right, there we go. This is a little behind the scenes. What's going on, Robert? Pretty epic. I mean, you can't get more epic than that. And then Foo Fighters is like, oh, we're gonna come after you for royalties. It's like, yeah, I'm sure you're desperate for money because you haven't had a hint. You haven't had a hit in a long, long time. You want to link to that? I can link to that. I'll pop that in the Twitch. I don't have the Twitch chat open. I apologize for that. But yeah, they that was pretty wild. Yeah, let me see if I can watching over me. We get a music video. Hell yeah. Yeah, you have permission to use it. That's what I heard. They paid the fee. They paid the licensing fee. But they were also, yeah, the Dave Grohl guy. He was also psycho during COVID. I don't know if you guys remember that. It was crazy. Like, he would not let anybody into his show whatsoever unless they were fully vaxxed, boosted. and he even said some pretty gross things against the unvaccinated. I'm like, dude, you had like one hit, and that was it. One of the most overrated bands, in my opinion. A conservative TV host. Yeah, we even get into that gamer story. We'll do that a little bit. Yeah, that's what you got to do. Put your own game. They might strike us. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But yeah, this is I normally don't go live on the channel. This is the Dark and MAGA podcast live. Grok made that image for me that you're looking at right now. You know, I used to pay people on Fiverr for it, but I kind of feel bad. I like to support small time artists, but I'm just like, things are getting expensive. So I'm like, hey, Grok, make me a logo for my Dark MAGA podcast. And he's like, all right, here you go. Boom. I'm like, all right, I like it. I actually have another one, which is the main thumbnail, which you guys probably saw. Like, all right. All right. I like this new Grok 2.0. Yeah, the Dark Mega Podcast is our Spotify and Apple only podcast. It's just something new I'm doing, a little audio only. It's you know, it's something I can record whenever I want to rant. Like a lot of my research that I do for the main streams you guys watch is when I'm lying in bed or if I'm down in the study. I have my laptop and my tablet, and I'm like, why don't I just go live when I'm doing this stuff? Kind of thinking out loud a little bit. So it's a little bit of a different stream, but I figure why not? I'll go live when we're kind of cruising the internet, kind of reading some stuff. Oh, this is what I wanted earlier. This is what I was trying to find earlier. Let me see if I can bring this up real quick. Do we have it? Nope. Shared the wrong screen. Here we go. Hulk Hogan's biopic that has been in development since 2019 and was set to star Marvel Thor actor Chris Hemsworth has been canceled due to his appearance at the RNC in Milwaukee. Joker director Todd Phillips said this is due to Hulk Hogan mocking Harris Indian heritage and saying he would body slam her if given the opportunity over other controversial statements. Okay, he's using his he got a little drunk. He got a little drunk one night and he said he would body slam Harris. And he apologized for it. He said he drank a little too much. You know, they all say way worse than Trump. I have them saved of them wishing. I have a if you guys follow me on TikTok, I reacted to a comment that said I said Trump turning his head saved his life. They said I wish he didn't turn his head. They said way worse. They don't cancel it. Look at Madonna. Look at all these other people saying they wish they could blow up the White House, kill Trump. They don't cancel any projects, including them. Yeah, he was looking for something. He was looking for anything he could find to cancel this. Because they cannot separate art from the artist. I can. I can. But yeah, the biopic The Hulk Hogan has been canceled. I don't think he's going to lose any sleep over it. There's been some wild stuff. But yeah, this is again, this is just me kind of researching things for the night. Um, do I want to play this clip? We'll see if I do. So to show you how retarded the left is, there's this dude that went into the DNC and just dunked on these Democrats, and it was effing hilarious. I don't know how he just I don't know how he pulled it off so easily, but is quite amazing. Where am I at, real quick? This dude's a legend. So this dude's clowning on these people, just so you have context for it. Well, we'll go through a little bit and then we'll comment.
Democracy or access to abortions? Would you rather have a democracy or access to abortions?
Either or. I feel like that's a very tough question to answer. I feel like that's almost not possible to answer. I feel like I couldn't pick one or the other.
Even if you had to choose?
I had to choose.
Can we get a final answer? I know it's hard.
I guess access to abortions.
It's Brad Summer! The queen of the brats has arrived! Yes, queen!
Do not come.
Are you as hard as I am right now? She's something special.
Good stuff.
Can we please, this year, it'd be so brat,
Oh God, the guy
have a higher
pooped
tax
himself.
rate for rich white men?
Well, if we have a Democratic Congress, we certainly will.
Yeah, baby. Tax those rich old whiteys. Come on. Are you worried Donald Trump's going to weaponize the justice system if he gets in power?
I'm concerned about Project 2025. And it's important that individuals understand that Project 2025.
First of all, Project 2025 isn't that extreme. They're only saying that because I think there's somewhere in there that says a full abortion ban. It doesn't have anything to do with Trump's campaign either way. But again, it's just a retarded boogeyman that they're going after, and this retarded cunt is just repeating the bullshit that you're hearing from the other Democrats.
It basically consolidates power in the hands of one dangerous man.
Yeah.
And so it's really critically
Start
important.
prosecuting his political enemies.
Exactly.
Guys, I have to say, you are even more beautiful in person.
Oh, I love him. I love you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Give me your best pickup line.
My best pickup line, I'll pay.
Who are the cuties in the Democratic Party that are speaking?
Oh, I don't know. Talk to anyone who lives in D.C. It's hard to find a cute Democrat.
She's not wrong, man.
Oh
Them
my
Democrats are
God,
ugly.
shots fired.
No, that's the tea. Ask anyone who lives in D.C. and who works in Democratic politics. It's hard to find the cute ones.
The Republican guys are hotter.
Yeah, but they're evil. So, I don't know.
We kind of love evil. Oh my God.
Republican guys are hotter, though. I mean, no homo, of course. Yeah.
I feel like
You are so bad. It's time to call it the red carpet, the blue carpet, because the conservatives have literally no cool famous people. What do you eat after a long day at Congress? Did you get your vasectomy yet?
No.
Oh, it's going to be a wild weekend, baby. Tim Walz has the best shot in Congress. Who has the best back shot? One final game. Yes, queen or no
This
queen.
faggot.
Okay.
I'll give you a yes or no. How about that?
Okay.
Amazing.
Can you do yes, queen or no queen? Or
I can't do that.
oh, really? Free abortions.
Yes, queen.
Free gender affirming care for migrants.
Yes, queen.
Child tax credits for dogs.
Yes, queen.
Ban standardized testing.
Yes, queen.
Oh, yeah, my ADD is so crazy. Get rid of those things, please.
Yes, queen. Yeah.
Amazing. Different tax rate for white men.
Yes, queen.
Amen, sister. Love you. Love her energy.
Thank
She's a
you.
yes queener. My girlfriend needs to get an abortion. Could you help me cover it up? Please? I need help. I need to do it discreet way. Oh. Asshole. Romeo, wherefore out there, Romeo? Romeo, wherefore out there, Romeo? Who do you think has a bigger lightsaber? Donald Trump or Joe Biden?
Freaking J.J. Abrams.
I mean, come on. Really?
And what's the best way a guy could approach you?
Approach me, I guess, with a microphone and a seersucker suit, a microphone, and my daughter.
Could I be a good stepdad?
Um,
So some Gen Z doubters of Kamala have noted her record persecuting people for weed. I'm a stoner. I use it for PTSD. Do you think that era is so over? She's so over that?
I think that even in the period of the Biden-Harris administration, they have been working very hard in order to say no.
What about like Coke and stuff?
Excuse me?
What about like Coke?
And her, I would have to look at it, but
Decriminalize the drugs, baby.
Thank you, sir.
Coke for the boys.
Thank you.
Another old white guy, am I right?
Coke for the boys.
Is Kamala so us?
She's so us because she's brat. Kamala
Yeah,
is brat.
she is so brat. What does brat mean?
Brat is like you're like a party girl, but like you go out at really late at night and like you fall asleep with all your makeup on. And
I mean, I have to love Kamala being in a menage a trois at one point. Brat Summer. Get the best Kamala laugh ever.
Oh my God, she has the best laugh.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Joy. We love joy. We're all about joy.
Go Kamala.
Okay, how do we guarantee equity of joy?
Equity of joy will flow forth from Kamala. It's just a given and part of her.
Oh, we are manifesting.
It's coming to
People
you.
say vibes don't matter, but we are manifesting our nation.
Manifesting it to you. We love you.
We have a woman of color.
God.
And we also have Tim Walz. What a great example for the body positive community. What do you think Tim Walz can be as an inspiration for body positive people?
A young man came to him and said, we want to have a gay club here at our high school. And he said, I'm going to lead that because I need to be.
Oh, I bet he
a
wanted
gay
to lead
leader.
that.
Don't cry. She's here.
Happiness.
The queen is here.
I don't know who that guy is, but that is quite amazing.
Would you rather have a democracy?
All right, we need to see it again. That was pretty amazing. JJ ruined Star Wars. He did. You know, I watched Star Wars Episode 7, Force Awakens, in the theater back in 2015. It was fun. We got tickets. It was sold out. We somehow got tickets. It's funny. I remember that night because when I went to my seat, there was some girl with her foot on my chair. And I'm like, that's my chair. That's my ticket right there. You need to crash? You were really tired? Appreciate you, honeybee, man. Good night, bro. Have a good night, bro. And she has her foot on my chair. I'm like, I have tickets for this. And she's like, well, I hurt my ankle. I'm like, I don't give a shit. But it was good. It was a good experience. Everybody was, clapping, cheering in the theater. But when I went back and watched The Force Awakens, it's really not good. It was a very lackluster movie. He did kind of ruin it. Now, this is kind of weird. Tim Walz kind of aggressively yanking his son over. You guys see that? Some people were saying he was trying to avoid the teleprompter. I don't know. Look at his face. Look at Tim Walz's face, though. That's anger. He's pissed off. I think Tim Walz definitely whips out that belt. I don't know. Yeah, we didn't hear a whole lot about what she would do. Yeah. But we're definitely seeing a change. I mean, RFK endorsing Trump was huge. We're seeing a lot of this. Can I bring this up real quick? I'm seeing hundreds of thousands of posts like this. RFK Jr.'s endorsement is massive. Millions of his supporters are flocking to Trump. It's important for us moderate Democrats to speak up in support of RFK and Trump at this juncture. I, too, will cast a ballot for Trump, as he responded to somebody saying, as a Kennedy Democrat, I will be casting my ballot for Trump in the upcoming election. We're seeing tons of this. Tons. And it is massive. It is a movement. It is a lot of everyday average Americans finding a common cause. Hey, we might not agree on everything. Get the RFK people saying, hey, we're not fully, ultra MAGA, but we have a common enemy. We have a common enemy. We could team up. Just like in X-Men. And I don't know. Maybe they will. Maybe they will push him over maybe they'll push him over the line. You heard his son is special. I heard that too, Robert, but I'm not sure. I heard that too. I thought RFK did a really good job of summing up the can I share this real quick? What the Democrat Party is.
What most alarms me isn't how the Democratic Party conducts its internal affairs or runs its candidates. What alarms me is the resort to censorship and media control and the weaponization of the federal agencies. When a U.S. president colludes with or outright coerces media companies to censor political speech, it's an attack on our most sacred right of free expression. And that's the very right upon which all of our other constitutional rights rest.
He's right. He's correct. Democrat Party is rigged. We'll see if his VP pops on board. I don't know. Maybe. All right, guys, we are going to push on to the we'll push on to our Rumble only stream. But yeah, we normally switch over to Rumble for our streams. I appreciate everybody watching on YouTube and everywhere else. You guys can like, subscribe, share if you guys will be so inclined. But we're gonna head over to Rumble only, and appreciate everybody watching. We'll probably go for a little more. It's getting a little late, but it's Saturday night. Saturday night. So we'll oops, did I do something wrong? No, there we go. I thought I clicked on the wrong thing real quick. Yeah, we'll be right over on Rumble. Appreciate you guys watching. We'll see you over there.
This lion, he's the king of the jungle. Huge mane out there. He's so big. This lion, he's the king of the jungle. Huge mane. He's so big. He's so hot. Now, the little lion cubs, they start messing with him. Biting his tail, biting his ears. He doesn't do anything. The lioness, she starts messing with him, coming over, making trouble. Still, nothing. Now, the other animals, they notice this, and they start to move in. The jackals, hyenas, they're barking at him, laughing at him. They nip his toes and eat the food that's in his domain. They do this, and they get closer and closer and bolder, till one day, that lion gets up and tears the shit out of everybody, runs like the wind, eats everything in his path. Because every once in a while, the lion has to show the jackals who he is.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America. And to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right. I think we're here.
If I give you one message to hold in your hearts today, it's this: never, ever give up. There'll be times in your life you'll want to quit. If I give you one message to hold in your hearts today, it's this: never, ever give up. There'll be times in your life you'll want to quit, you'll want to go home. The more people tell you it's not possible, that it can't be done, the more you should be absolutely determined to prove them wrong. Treat the word impossible as nothing more than motivation. Relish the opportunity to be an outsider. Embrace that label. Being an outsider is fine. Embrace the label, because it's the outsiders who change the world and who make a real and lasting difference. The more that a broken system tells you that you're wrong, the more certain you should be that you must keep pushing ahead. You must keep pushing forward.